Welcome fans to Goffstown High School for an NHIAA Division I preliminary playoff game between the Owls, Blackbirds of Keene High School, Owls are Keene State, and Goffstown Grizzlies, the 4th seeded Goffstown Grizzlies and the 13th seeded Keene High School Blackbirds. Your commentators today are Nate Bracey and Owen St. Odge. We're not really sure who's doing color and who's doing play-by-play, so we're going to have you guys guess at the end.
Bear with us.
Right now you're seeing Goffstown warm up. Our first batter for Keene. Owen, who's our first batter for Keene?
We have
Kaylee Pacocco.
Yeah.
What a great name. The two teams met a couple weeks ago. A little over a week and a half ago. At Goffstown, and Goffstown ended up coming away with a win on that one. If you're looking in the field right now, you've got Sophia Roussel pitching. Catching is, who's catching today? Emma LeClaire. And then let's go around the horn. We got first base, Riley Boucher. Second is
Brooke LeClaire.
And then
Sophia Derry at third, and Addie Gerzone at shortstop.
Cool. And then in the outfield from left to right, you've got Jocelyn O'Meara in left, Ari Gerzone in center, and Dana still in right field. Here's our first pitch. Ooh, a swing and a miss, strike one. That count is now 0-1.
I'm pretty sure Sophie Roussel is only 9 strikeouts away from hitting her 400.
I think it might be 8.
8 now.
I think. 0-2 count?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite the number that she's got there. She's an excellent athlete, excelled in 2 sports throughout her career here at Goffstown High School. Unfortunately, didn't play basketball for us, but can't have everything. A nice hit there, and she turns and makes her way to second and is in safe. So we have a hit to lead the game off, and second base. Who's our next batter, Owen?
Now batting for Keene, number 4, playing shortstop, Lexi Launder.
Now number 4, Lexi Lando at shortstop, batting second for Keene.
All right.
Kind of listen to me.
And looked bunt and fouled it off. So we're at an 0-1 count. Interesting to see if they're trying to move that runner over to third base here, right? Trying to get an early run in if they can. That's not a bad move here by Keene. Corners are in for the defense. They're thinking bunt 2.
Just a bit high.
Just a bit outside. All right, let's see what we got here. Looked bunt, pulled away, ball in the dirt. The count is 2-1.
Comes the pitch, and just a bit low.
Just a bit. We have a 3-1 count. Runner moves ahead to third on the pass. Ball is safe on the throw down.
Okay. 3-1 count now. Kaylee Raskoko on third base.
And we've got, 3-1, no outs, and just a runner on third. Ooh, good pitch, full count. So now this is a pitch that counts, right? This is the payoff pitch here. So what's it going to be? Are we going to see a strikeout? Are we going to see a ground ball? Are we going to see a pop? What are we going to get?
Comes the pitch.
It looks like we're going foul. Might be out of play. It is out of play. All right, do it again.
Staying alive.
Look at that. Dana's moved over to right side. Moved over.
Yeah, we're.
Right side.
Ooh, ball 4. We got a walk. Bases on, or runners on the corners. No outs. We got ourselves a bit of a situation here to start the game here. Let's see, 7 is a lefty. It is Maddie Tetro Testo. Strike one, runner takes second, uncontested.
Lexi Lando steals second there pretty easily. Runners on second and third now.
So now we've got one strike, no outs, and 2 runners in scoring position to start this game off. Let's see how Goffstown handles this. Ooh, swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Nice pitch.
This is where you want to be as a pitcher right here.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's nice to have a really talented senior pitcher who's been there before too, right? Because she's in herself a little bit of a hole, but she's got the confidence to work out.
Looked like an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, we're gonna trade 1 for 1.
Just going home, man.
2 outs.
Double play.
2 outs, but the run does score. Sacrifice for the batter. So now we've got a 1-0 game, 2 outs in the top of the first.
That was a big help that girl was running.
Yeah, interesting base running there from. I think that was Lexi Lando.
Yep.
First base, Ashlyn Clay.
So now batting's Ashlyn Clay.
Comes a pitch.
Ooh. Oh, through the legs. That's unfortunate. Can we make the play still? Not quite.
Now batting number 3, the pitcher, Andrea Pearsall.
All right. You know, make a mistake, brush it off, and go make the next play. Good pitch.
Ashlyn Clay on first. 2 outs for the Grizzlies. 0-1 count. Here comes the pitch.
Ooh,
Ripped
frozen rope. Oh.
Right off of Brooks' glove. And Ashlyn Clay will advance 1, and that's a single for
I call
Andrea
that an
Pearsall.
error. I think we've got 2 runners on, both errors. That's unfortunate for the Grizzlies, but you got to make hay when you can, right? So at this point in time, it's happened. Now you just got to let yourself lock in. Playoff game, so your nerves are a little bit there, right? But work through that. Get yourself out here and move on to your half of the inning.
Now up Alexis Yardley.
Nice pitch. Strike 1. All right. Roussel is looking into the catcher, and we got our windup. Foul
ball.
count.
That one's off the school.
Oof, another ball claim to the roof.
Up onto the roof, I think.
One of many.
Caught looking, strike 3. That'll end the inning. Can you let the jitters kind of settle in and start playing your game?
Yeah, and let's take a moment to recognize our Goffstown boys tennis team in the state championship against Dover today.
Impressive. I heard earlier today that might be the first opportunity, the first boys tennis state championship at Goffstown in 37 years, which is kind of insane.
And I mean, they've beat Dover twice. Yeah. So hard to beat a team 3 times.
Correct. I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're locked in and they're ready to do that. If they pull that off, it's an undefeated season.
Indeed.
It would be unfortunate to have your first loss of the season
in the
championship.
It would.
But yeah, well, hopefully good things come from them, right? Be nice to have that one.
On the mound for Keene, Andrea Pearsall.
And who's our first 3 batters for Goffstown?
Leading off, we have Eric Grzone,
Jocelyn O'Mara, and then Dana Still.
Yep.
All right, that's not a bad first 3 to start with.
Nope. Sophie Roussel batting cleanup. And
love that. I feel like we got a combination of speed and power on the top of this lineup, which is going to be interesting.
Boys and girls, first half inning.
I always feel like they should do random walk-up songs in softball just to keep the athletes interested in what's going on, right?
Here comes the pitch.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss.
Big swing, fast pitch,
Notorious
just underneath it.
first ball swing.
0-1 is our count. Ooh.
Hit deep in left field and
Fielded
caught
by left fielder number 2.
Jocelyn.
Now batting for the Grizzlies, number 13, playing left field, Jocelyn.
Elise Pratt is Keene's left fielder. Elise Pratt had a nice catch out there.
It's good communication from Keene with Elise Pratt and Maddie Tuito.
Yeah, you're right. That is a tough one, right? If you don't have that together. Oop, that one almost went through the window. So it is an 0-1 count for Jocelyn O'Mara with 1 out.
Here comes the pitch from Pearsall, just a bit low.
Just low, just low. 1-1. Batter gets ready, pitcher gets ready. Let's do it again. Shows bunt, foul ball.
Foul ball. Really open stance there.
Oh, yeah.
So the count is
She's
now
standing right on the line.
Yeah.
1-2. I doubt we'll see bunt again.
Love the batting gloves here. Calling candy.
Yeah, well, I like that color combo.
Yeah.
Oh, tough hop, but
And
shortstop takes
thrown
it.
out.
Easy throw to first. It's now 2 outs on the bottom of the first.
Now up number 2, Dana Still.
Batting for Goffstown, the right fielder, number 2, Dana Still.
Nice pitch right down the heart of the plate. You know, I think sometimes you want to take early on in the game, especially just to see what the pitcher's got.
Yep.
Looked like one that she could have ripped if she wanted it, though. Ooh, good cut.
A downtown swing.
Yeah, she's looking to go yard on that one. A little bit off of it. 0-2 count with 2 outs. We'll see what happens next. I'm thinking it's going to be a junk pitch right here.
Another really open stance here. Ooh, big swing. Strikes 3.
Out, swinging. It is top of the 2nd inning now. Keene has a 1-0 lead.
Yep, so Sophie Roussel needs 7 more strikeouts to hit 400. That is a big milestone.
He may be talking about her real open stance, where she's standing right on the line. I'm talking about the first base umpire talking to the home plate umpire, who's the quote-unquote crew chief.
I think leading off the 2nd inning for Keene is Elise Pratt.
The left fielder, who had a really nice catch
She
in that
did.
first inning.
Leading off for the Blackbirds, number 2, playing.
And then she's in the 8th spot, so we're looking at 8-9-1 to start the 2nd inning.
Right back to the top of the lineup here.
Yeah, so like important to make some good work here early, right? You don't want to get yourself too deep in the hole. Shows bunt, pulls back, called ball.
Good movement, Grant, good movement, here we go.
Face off, here we go.
All there, make
Here comes the pitch. Called ball.
Ball
That's the
2.
second.
Come on, Sophie, settle down.
All right, 2-0 count. Pitcher looks in. Batter's ready. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. We're now looking at a 2-1 count for Elise Pratt. All right, Sophie Russell looks in. Likes what she's seeing. A little high.
It's ball 3.
So we're at a 3-1 count. If you're the batter, you taking it, or are you going to swing away? What do you think?
I'm watching it here. I mean,
Yeah, make her work a little more. Ooh,
right down the
swing and a
middle.
miss. We're going to work ourselves to a full count to start the second inning. Payoff pitch.
here comes the windup and
Ooh,
called
a little
ball.
high.
She's going to take her base.
High and away.
All right, so we have no outs, a runner on first, and
Now batting for the Blackbirds, number 26, your designated player, Bree Bell.
Bree Bell is batting in the 9 hole.
She's probably gonna bunt.
Tried the bunt, foul tipped, strike 1.
That's what I would have been doing. I think she'll try it again. They need
The other
scrap-
Keene just
scrap
wants
for
to
every
move
run.
that runner over and then get back to the top of the lineup. So let's see how this works. You know what's coming as a pitcher. You know what's coming as a batter. It's a question of who actually hits batter. Ooh, swing through, 0-2 count.
Well, she made a liar out of me.
A lot of fans here today. That's kind of nice to see.
It is.
Beautiful weather, maybe a little warm. Ooh, ball 1, 1 and 2, no outs. Runner on first. It got a nice little breeze though.
It is, yeah. It's definitely hot today. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow's looking a little hotter though, so.
Yes.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Strike 3, strikeout number 2 on the day for Sophie Russell.
Countdown moves to 6 more strikeouts.
6 away from 400 is a pretty impressive total.
Back to the top of the lineup now.
Called ball. Think it's just a little bit outside.
Now batting
All
is
right,
Olive
the
Spencer.
lefty looks in for the pitch. Sophie Russell is thinking about what we're going to throw on pitch number 2. We're outside again.
Just a little down and away there.
Yep. Try and hit her spots, you know? You don't want to give up too much of the plate on that pitch either, so got to figure out what's being called a strike and hit the corners as much as you can.
Ripped into the dugout there.
Yikes. That had some exit velocity on it.
Incoming.
I'm a little worried that the window in front of us does not have any protection on it right now.
I hope, Jeff, you jump back.
Yeah, we're not in the safest spot right here.
Oh, I forgot she's over there.
Just off the plate and
Runner takes second on the pass ball.
That's a
I think
pass
she was
ball.
going either way.
Come on, girls.
Our count is now 3-1. Runner on second, nobody out. Up 2-2. I was wrong.
with your body, right? Something hard at you, hold it with your body.
right down the middle. That's strike 3.
We have another strikeout for Sophie Russell. She is 5 away.
5 away.
Let's not talk about 2 loud though.
Yeah.
Now batting for the Blackbirds.
So we are now at
Russell.
2 outs. Is that right?
Yes.
2 outs. Top of the second. Runner on second.
Knock it down.
And we have Lexi
Right down the
Lauer.
third baseline.
A little bit of
Scooped
dribbler.
up
Nice
and
play
called
by
out.
the third baseman and the first baseman for a called out. Oh,
That-
what a play there. What a play.
That was Sophie Derry to Riley Boucher. I
Riley
think.
Boucher.
Yeah. Great throw from Riley Boucher there.
Hi, Mommy.
Hey, that was a good throw down.
Oh.
Sorry.
I know. Well, you can look at that because I obviously know who the girls are.
All right, so now we're entering the bottom half of the second inning. We had a 1-2-3 first, so it's going to be Sophie Roussel leading off for us. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, so you're looking at Sophie Roussel, followed by Emma Leclerc, and then Casey Rivard as a designated player, batting third. Our cleanup for this inning would be Addie Garzone if we get there. Do you think
Leading off for the
Keene's
Grizzlies.
pitching was really, really good in that first inning, right? So,
Sophie Roussel.
question is, can we start to lock in on what she's got? Figure out how to find that weakness. All right, senior Sophie Roussel steps into the box. Called ball, 1-0 count.
Here we go, so.
Pitcher's looking in. It starts her windup. Ooh, called strike. I don't know if I agree
Yeah,
with
questionable strike called
that one. I'm
there.
not going to say that loud, but I don't know if I agree with that one. We have a 1-1 count. Called ball. From this viewpoint, that looked like more of a strike than the called strike was. But, you know,
Is that
we got
1-2
different
count
eyes.
now?
We got different eyes. It is a 2-1 count.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, looking for a home run there. 2-2 counts, no outs in the bottom of the second inning.
And here comes the pitch. Just a bit high. That's going to verse to 3-2 full count now.
Work the count full. Nice work. Nice work. Now she's got to come in with a pitch you know you can hit, right?
Swing, foul tip. That's
Foul
going
tip.
to stay in alive.
Yeah, gets one more chance.
That was a good pitch.
One more chance. Make her pay.
And she's going to walk
She's got
her.
to walk
And we're
to
probably
lead
gonna have
off
a
the
courtesy
inning.
run.
Is that Gostown's first base runner for the day?
I
It
think
was
so,
it was
because
a
we
1-2-3
did go
inning
1,
in the
2,
top
3.
bottom of the first, so. Yep. And now we've got a designated runner coming in for our
We're going to have a
pitcher.
courtesy runner
It
for the
is.
pitcher. And number 4, Gabby Grazone.
Gabby Garzone. It's Ari Garzone's little sister, Addie Garzone's twin sister. So you got three Garzone sisters on the same team, but you also have 2 Leclerc sisters.
Emma.
Five of these Gostown Grizzlies are actually sets of sisters. It's kind of crazy.
Emma Leclerc now. She also has a very open stance. Looks like she's bunting and foul
Foul
tipped.
tipped. 0-1 count.
It's okay.
I love the idea of trying to move your runners over, right?
Do it again. Do it again. I don't know. Maybe we're sending. Maybe he's going to send.
Keene's first baseman and third baseman playing really in now. It looks like
looking
they're
for that
expecting the bunt. Lays it down again.
Unfortunate. Safe. Okay. So we got a popped out bunt.
And that is caught by the first
But-
baseman, number 8,
but-
Ashlyn Clay.
Gabby Garzone got herself back to first base before the throw made it there, so no out on that. So we're now at 1 out. The runner's still in first, and Casey Rivard, designated player, is batting. Called strike. Looked like a good pitch. Right on the inside corner.
That's a strike. Come on, Casey.
Low ball 1. Count works to 1-1 with 1 out and a runner on first.
How about a gap right over the umpire, right next to second base? Not there. A little low.
Another low inside pitch. Works the count to 2-1 for Casey Rivard. We've got all 3 outfielders playing straight on. Now looking to pull. Oh, that's a high
swing,
fly
looking
fly
right to
ball.
center
It's going to be
field
just short. Center field catches it. And runners back to first. Who's center field for them? It is
Katie
Kaylee
Rascoco.
Percoco.
Now batting for the Grizzlies. Number 9, shortstop, Addie Grazone.
Addie Grazone, another Grazone sister at bat.
Addie, you see your sister out there? Moving along.
So we have 2 outs now.
Yep, 2 outs now. Let's see what Andrea Pearsall can do here. And foul
Good
tip.
pitch,
And
foul tip.
another one lost in the roof.
Yeah. You can make a whole lot of money just climbing up there and hitting some softballs, I think.
Yeah, there's not much wind at all. Look at that flag.
All right, pitcher looks in.
And get
Is it
down.
gonna drop? And
No.
Oh,
Oh.
it does. Off the glove. Let's see what happens if we get second and third on that error.
An error turned into a double there for Addie Grazone. Runners
And we
on
have-
second and third now.
Runner goes from first to third as well. So now you've got 2 runners in the scoring position with 2 outs.
Number 5,
And
Sophia.
you have Sophia Derry at bat.
Okay.
Let's see if we can make anything on this. 2 outs is a tough spot to be in, right? Just got to get a base hit. Just got to get a base hit. Call ball.
Here we go, Keene.
Another low inside pitch.
Get that run home.
Nice swing, foul tip.
Tipped,
Back on
lost
the
to the
roof.
roof.
No, I think it came down.
Oh,
No, maybe not. Yep.
oh, it's rolling down the ramp.
1-1 count now. Pearsall the pitch and
Called
strike.
Nice pitch.
All right.
Nice pitch.
You got to protect the plate now, Keene.
So we have now a 1-2 count with 2 outs. You really like to see something come out of this inning here now.
you would.
Ooh,
Strike
swing and a miss,
three.
strike 3. And Keene retires the inning with no runs scored.
Collectively. Still haven't got a base hit.
Honestly, thought the Grizzlies opened up a little bit there in that
Yeah.
inning. It was a little too late, but starting to get the bats working a little bit. Hopefully that's some momentum. Even if I'm scoring that inning, hopefully it's a little bit of momentum that brings you into where you need to be come the bottom of the third. You're right where you want to be.
See. Number 7.
So it looks like our first batter for Keene is number 4,
Lexi Lounder.
Lexi Lounder.
Leading off for the Blackbirds,
Thought was
Lexi
number 10.
Lounder.
I'm going to blame our handwriting up here. I
Yeah.
don't know who did that.
That's probably
Definitely
because
wasn't
you couldn't
me.
read mine.
All right, Lounder is in the box. Pitcher is ready. Here's our first pitch. And a bunt laid down. Perfect defensive execution by the Grizzlies. We get our first out. Great job by the second baseman, knowing that she had to get over to first to cover first since our first baseman's covering the bunt. You can tell they practiced that.
Now up number 7, Natalie Testo. Here comes the pitch, and
Called strike. That was a great looking pitch. Off speed stuff.
yeah,
Yep.
So we've hit 0-1 count, 1 out, top of the third. A little outside and low. 1-1
Try
count.
it again.
1-1 count, top of the third. Great pitch called, strike 2. We have a 1-2 count. What are you doing here as a pitcher, right? Are you going for the kill right now? Are you gonna toy her a little bit, trying to make her think inside outside?
Hard
Nice
swing,
pitch up the
center field.
Great job, Argazone, with the catch. We have out number 2.
Two outs now, no runners on.
Next up for the Blackbirds, Ashlyn Clay.
Ashlyn Clay is our batter. Ball, a little high, a little outside. 1-0 count, 2 outs. Ooh.
Line drive right under Brooke LeClair's glove.
Hard,
and
hard hit, hard hit.
Gotta get down on those.
I would call that an error on the
Yeah.
second baseman.
It's a good signal for Ashlyn
Now
Clay
batting
there.
for Keene, Andrea Cressall.
All right, 2 outs, count's empty. Let's see how we respond, right? I think that's 3 errors for Goffstown right now.
Ooh,
Fly ball
deep
to
in
right field.
and
Great job recovering.
Almost turned the wrong way.
Out 3.
Almost turned the wrong way.
I think that was Dana Still
Dana
with the
still
catch
right still
there.
correct. So that's the end of that half inning. Now let's see what happens in the bottom half
See
of the
if
third.
Goffstown can get some runs in here in the bottom of the third.
Got to build a little momentum.
Just a reminder
Got to
for
build a
the
little bit of
grandstand
momentum
open,
here.
where there's pizza, snacks, and beverages.
I do love the fact that they make an error, but they don't let it get to them, right? They come back and make the next play. That's huge.
So, we have a new, we have a much better.
Followed up by Riley Boucher, and then we go back to the top of the lineup with Argazone. So you look at 8-9-1 to start the inning.
Let's see what Brooke LeClair could do here leading off the inning for Goffstown.
I think she looked bunt last time, right? I wouldn't be surprised. She got some speed. I think wouldn't be surprised if we see bunt again. We get a called strike 1.
I think that might have been Emma LeClair.
Oh, you might be right. I at least have the right last name. Ball 1. We're at a 1-1 count.
Pearsall now. The wind up and just a bit inside.
2-1 count. All right, here we go. Ready for the pitch. Looks that ball 3. We have a 3-1 count. Are you looking at here? Are you taking or are you going to swing? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm swinging here.
I love the aggressiveness.
There's the pitch and
Swinging. That might drop. That might drop.
Getting
It
over.
drops in for a single. Nice hit.
That's our
By
first
LeClair.
hit.
Brooke
That's our
LeClair.
first hit. I'll take it.
That is our
Crosstown.
first hit of the game.
Came in the 3rd inning. But you know, it's a great way to start that 3rd inning off.
Now batting for the Grizzlies.
So now we've
Ari
got-
Grisone.
Riley Boucher.
No, we're at
Or back at the top of the lineup. Bunted down the
Raises
first
bunt
base
down,
line.
stays fair.
Doing a error.
Misplay. We got runners going to the corners now.
What a great bunt.
Great bunt from Ari Grisone, and that will advance Brooke from first all the way to 3rd.
So now you got runners at the corners, no outs. Bottom of the 3rd.
It's a great position to be in if you're Goffstown.
Now batting for the Grizzlies, Jocelyn O'Meara.
See what Jocelyn O'Meara can do here with runners on 1st and 3rd.
And Ari should be off and running.
Pearsall the pitch.
Called strike. But we've got runners at second and third, no outs. 2 runners in scoring position, no outs. That's a good place to be.
Okay, Jocelyn.
Jocelyn O'Meara steps into the box with 1 strike on the count. I think she's swinging away. Nope, she's laying down a bunt.
And the bunt on the third base
It goes
line.
foul. Good job by the third baseman. Let that go foul. We have an 0-2 count.
So that was not a suicide squeeze, that was a delayed squeeze.
Swing, foul tip, stays alive, 0-2 count.
Okay, we gotta make hay while we got chance out there. We got 2 ducks on the pond out there, Josh.
Jocelyn right down the middle.
Out of that one.
Sender.
Play a home. We're
Safe. That is a
2-run score
double.
on the double for Jocelyn O'Meara. Nice hit.
It's a 2 RBI double right there from Jocelyn O'Meara.
The score is now 2-1, Goffstown.
Keene calls time, and they'll have a meeting at the mound now.
I think that's smart. We've got to regroup after that, right?
Yep.
Not a great start to this inning for Keene, but they had 2 really good defensive innings already, so you know they can.
There we go, Josh.
They just got to settle themselves down. And then Goffstown at the same time, they got to keep that momentum going. Got to keep the
That
momentum
would be
going.
a lie.
So we've got Dana Still batting now. She's got enough power in that she could let it go over that wall. Right, we could see a 4-1 game happen real quick here.
Now
Let's see what
batting for
happens.
the Grizzlies, Dana Still.
Bottom of the third here. No outs for the Grizzlies. 2-1 score. Runner on second. The pitch. Called ball.
Strike.
It's called strike.
Called strike 1. You know, I think that's a good one to lay off though. It's high. It's gonna be tough to hit that deep. So.
Okay, girls, you've seen it around, one time around. It's time to put the bat on the ball.
In the dirt, ball 1. Runner goes to third, called safe. We got us on this. Nice job, Jocelyn O'Meara. So we're at a 1-1 count, runner at third, no outs. Great place to be for the Grizzlies.
I don't know. I think it's those cotton candy batting gloves she's got on.
Yeah. You know, it makes it easy for the officials to see if your hand's on the bag or not.
Oh, hard hit. It's going.
It is
Caught.
on the warning track, but sacrifice fly. We got to run out of it.
3-1 now, Grizzlies.
Brings a run home, brings a run home.
I'm not going to say that I jinxed that by calling the home run, but like it was close. It was close.
I mean, you take a sack fly all day
Oh,
here.
100%. 100%. We've got our pitcher batting now, Sophie Roussel. Let's see if she can help herself out. Base is empty after that sack fly.
Keep it going, Sophie. Keep it going.
1 out. Swing and a foul ball out of play.
Ooh.
And the Finn escapes injury.
No, you duck. Those things hurt. You break a finger.
We're at a 0-1 count. 0-1 count.
I'm putting my hands up and catching that one.
Oh, 100%. Don't you bring a glove with you to the game?
Oh, right there.
Called strike 2, 0-2 count, 1 out. Let's go, pitcher. Let's see what you can do to help yourself out here. Looks at a high ball 1. 1-2 count for Sophie Roussel. She steps back into the box. Pitcher's looking in for the sign. Likes what she sees, and we've got her wind up. Nice swing. It's a high fly ball, and out number 2.
Looks like the center fielder, Kaylee Rococo, got under that one. And
What the hell is this guy going off the field?
that'll be the third out. Put us into the 4th inning here. Great inning from Goffstown, putting up 3.
Let's
Now
out
batting
2.
for
Out 2.
Goffstown,
Oh, that was the
That
second?
was the only second out. We got 1 more.
Scratch that.
Come on in. Get the bat on the ball.
Not a lot of wind today, so those long fly balls got to get a little more gusto on them in order to get them out of the park.
Now they're getting the bat on the ball. They're getting the bat on the ball. Level it out a little bit. Here we go, Em.
Swing and a foul ball. Strike 2 for Emma Leclerc. Emma steps in the batter's box. Pitcher steps to the mound. And here's the pitch.
Ooh, that's
Called strike 3. Great pitch. Tough way to end the inning on, but great inning for Goffstown. The score is now 3-1 after 3.
Yep, now it's the end of the third.
Officially the end of the third. Moving to the top
score
of the
after
fourth.
3 full innings of play is Goffstown 3, Keene 1.
That was a really good bottom half of the inning.
It was a great inning.
They started to put it together, right? You could see they were a little nervous defensively and offensively in the beginning of this game. Those nerves have started to kind of mellow out a little bit, right? They're finding the hits, they're playing, they're giving plays in the field. So let's see if they keep that momentum going.
Hanover will be visiting. Also tomorrow, the second place Goffstown boys baseball team will be hosting Wyndham, and that game will be at St. Anselm's College. Game time is 4 o'clock.
Yeah, we got 2 more Goffstown playoff games tomorrow.
5 o'clock for the lacrosse.
So one of them's lacrosse here.
Yeah.
I think it's
Boys
technically scheduled
lacrosse.
for 5 o'clock right now. I wouldn't be surprised if that pushes back a little bit given the heat.
Yeah,
Make it be under the lights, which would be kind of fun. And the other game over at St. Anselm's College, right?
it is.
Boys baseball.
Baseball really hot. They're playing Wyndham.
Wyndham. Okay, that's a 2:15 game.
Yes,
Goffstown's a
yeah.
2 seed.
We are. I think we have 2 losses.
So Goffstown baseball 2 losses.
Impressive seasons this spring
Very
for a lot of the Grizzly
Yeah.
sports teams.
Yeah, our boys lacrosse team, they've lost a lot and with injuries.
Wyndham is a record of 7-11, and Hanover is 5-9, and the boys are 9-6 here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the Grizzlies, the boys lacrosse have had to battle back from some injuries there. Batter shows bunt on the
Now
first
batting
pitch
for
here.
Keene, Alexis Yardley.
So we've got an 0-1 count to start the top of the fourth inning. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Let's see if she can put this one to bed.
How many more strikeouts does she need?
Roussel the pitch and just a bit high.
Okay, okay.
I'm okay with that pitch though, right? You gotta make her see high so you can go low. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strike out for Sophie Roussel. First out at the top of the fourth inning.
Now batting for the Blackbirds, Elise Pratt.
So Elise Pratt is batting for Keene. She's in the 8th spot. Let's see what we got here. See a bunt? Of course. Called strike. 0-1 count.
Okay, Sophie, getting stronger, getting stronger. We're in the 4th inning now.
Swing and a miss.
I know.
0-2.
I'm just trying to get mental telepathy out there. You know me, Jeff. Ooh, just inside.
Called ball inside. A 1-2 count. We have 1 down in the top of the fourth.
Oh, Keene roster? Okay. Can you read my writing?
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Sophie Roussel.
Looks like that moves the count to 3 more strikeouts for Roussel.
I'm taking
Impressive.
a picture for somebody else.
Well, she can only get 1 more this inning, so. We have Bree Bow in the batter's box.
Yep.
Ball.
Batting for the
Oh,
Blackbirds,
1-0
Bree
count. It's great to see so many fans out here today. Some of them are strategically choosing the shaded areas of the grounds here at Goffstown High School. I don't understand why. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. A 1-1 count. Pitcher looks in. Swing foul tipped. Counts as a strike. We're at a 1-2 count.
Yep.
Good eye by the batter. Looks away the high stuff. That's got to be tough to hold off.
Oh my God, those high ones look like a basketball. Sorry.
Swing and miss, strikes out the side for Sophie Roussel.
Sophie Roussel mowing him down this inning. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts.
Down to 2.
2 more to go.
She's at 398 for her career. That's impressive.
And I will announce it. Oh, I don't know who's up.
Come on. I think it's Keene.
I just look down and I can see them. Take a picture of Kim, Dave. She's
I think leading off, number 17, Casey Rivard for
Yep.
Goffstown.
Designated player Casey Rivard is going to be our leadoff hitter, followed by Addie Grisone and then Sophia Derry.
Leading off for the Grizzlies, Casey Rivard.
So Casey's a junior at Goffstown High School. I think she's a 3-year varsity softball player, and I think her sophomore year she started to decide to play volleyball and made contributions right away. Impressive athlete.
Very.
We got 3
Called strike on the inside corner of the
Sophie
plate.
played volleyball, Dana played volleyball, and she played volleyball.
Swing foul tip. We're at an 0-2 count to lead off the inning.
That was a great cut from Rivard there.
You know, you got to keep doing it. Got to have faith.
Take a picture of my scoreboard. It doesn't work. No, don't do that.
Called ball high.
They keep telling me it's a console, but it's not. It's a board. It comes on, and then it just goes off.
Ooh, nice hit out of the
Right
middle.
middle.
That's going to be a base hit for Casey Rivard to lead off the inning.
Way to start the inning there.
Let's see what we do. Do you move the runner over? Do you swing
Now
away?
batting for the Grizzlies,
I wouldn't
Addie Grisone.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bunt here from Addie Grisone.
You know, I haven't been to many softball games this year. The one I got to watch, Addie showed bunt on her first pitch,
You know what?
missed
I might even be
it,
sending
swung
it.
away the second pitch, and it wasn't a home run, but it was darn close. So
Yep, she lays down the bat for a bunt, foul tipped.
I wonder if she's foul tipping on purpose, that way she can swing. We're at 0-1 count. No outs.
They need to give me one of those
Runner
wristbands
first.
so I know what all the codes are.
Really up here in the batter's box.
Shows
Lays down another
bunt.
bunt.
Sacrifice.
Gotta beat it out, and
And I'm going to call her safe, not runner interference. She was in.
No, 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 no.
We have runners on the corners after the bunt attempts. Great work for the
Put the ball in
Grizzlies.
play and something happens.
great bunt from Addie Grisone there, and beats it out to first. Runners on first and third now. No outs.
Expect that we're going to see a stolen base
Yep,
attempt
stolen base
here.
from Addie Grisone. Yep.
Mom playing music.
And then the question is, do you want to load them up or not? If you're thinking about that, you're at the 8 hitter right now. So if you load them up, you're going to have to face the top of the lineup with some runners on base. That's going to be an issue.
And it looks like Keene's going to call a mound meeting here.
We have a coach's contest about the play at first base. He's wondering if our Addie Grisone was in foul territory, fair territory, when she was coming down to first base. If she was in fair territory, that would have been batter or runner interference, and she would be called out.
That's what he's looking for.
But I think the officials are going to rule that she was
No.
in the
Runner
baseline,
interference.
so she's okay.
Oh, good.
We'll see if we ever throw down the first
Unfortunately, we
decide
can't
if
rely
that's
on
the
that.
case or not.
No. Oh, I already announced it, didn't I?
All right.
You already played me. Okay, Fee. Okay, sender.
Pitch comes. Bunt
Sophia
shows.
Darian
Fly.
always.
Foul ball and double play. That's unfortunate.
That is great defense from Keene, though.
If you're going to bunt, you got to lay it on the ground.
So now we've got a runner on first with 2 outs after having runners in corners with no outs. That's unfortunate. Imperative to get that bunt on the ground.
It was a great play from Matty Testo, the catcher.
What a great play by the catcher. And third baseman heads up, too.
Yep. And Brooke
Fly
Leclerc, big
ball.
swing.
Is that going to stay in play? Out. Keene gets out of that inning unscathed. Great work by the defense there.
Quick turnaround there from going to have 2 runners on base with no outs and 1, 2, 3 real quick.
So now we're looking at the top of the 5th. Gostown's up 3-1. Good place for them to be. Keep your heads up, right? Like, making mistakes, it's okay. A little score update for all of our fans out there. Bishop Girton Cardinals are leading Timberlane 3-0. And Concord is beating Winnicott 4-1.
That doesn't surprise me. I'm glad somebody looked it up. Thank you. Oh, you got it. Cool. I was going to ask, but I forgot. And the Concord being up doesn't surprise me a bit.
We are in the top of the 5th inning here.
So,
Number 1 for Keene is leading off. Who is
We just have an update on another one of the preliminary NHIAA games. Where
questionable on our numbers here. So I'm going to guess it's Kaylee Percoco, the center fielder, but we'll find out.
leading Winnicott. Bishop Girton is leading Timberlane.
And I don't have my glasses on. Okay. I couldn't read a thing you had out there.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third base. Eats up our third baseman. Hard hit. Gets first base out of that. Nice work.
Tough error there from our third baseman Sophia Derry.
Good piece of hitting, though.
It was a hard hit. Tough
Hard
to
hit
handle.
right down the line. And that, like, if you're going to field that, it's got to be a quick field, a quick throw in order to get it out of first. So now we're looking at number 10. Shows bunt, foul tipped, 0-1 count. Everyone goes back to where they were. So we're probably going to show bunt again, I would think, with an 0-1 count. You really want to move the runner over. Oh. Looks off a high ball. That's a tough pitch to look off again.
Not by a lot, but it was.
1-1 count. And swings away.
Swing.
Great piece of hitting, but right to the right fielder. Dana Still for the put out.
Great catch from Dana Still. Way to get under that.
And like great job throwing right to first base there. See if you get 2 out of
Now
that.
batting for
We've got 1 out
Lexi Lounder.
in the top of the 5th. Now we're at the top of the order again. Lexi Lounder.
Rounder. Close enough.
Foul ball. First strike. We've got an 0-1 count with 1 out for Lexi Lounder. Outfield's playing straight away.
Here comes the
Infield
pitch.
corners are in and ready for that bunt attempt, but she swings away. We have an 0-2 count, so let's see if that infield moves back a little bit to be a little more defensive here.
Kawasaki.
First base is playing pretty tight. Third base backs off a little bit. You got deep second base. So. Oh, little number up the
Down and
middle. Dumps to first. Great job picking that one up out of Riley Boucher. We have a second out of the inning on the runner's choice, on the fielder's choice. Runner at second. Now we have Maddie Testo batting,
Maddie Testo.
the lefty. 2 outs with a runner on second. She's going to run at anything. Called strike. 0-1 count.
This is the batter you want to get out.
Off-speed stuff up the middle for a base hit. She's going to turn for
Going home, and
runner stops at third on the nice throw from our center fielder, Argazone.
great throw from Ari Garzone, keeping them at third base there.
We've now got runners in the corners, and we
Now
still
back
have
to the
2 outs.
Blackbirds, Ashlyn Clay.
Ashlyn Clay is batting. She's their cleanup hitter. Strike 1 called. Throw down to third. Runner safe.
6-1-1. 6-1-1.
Here's the pitch. High, ball 1.
Number 4. Oh, okay.
Outside, ball 2. Throw to third, nothing there. We have a 2-1 count here in the top of the 5th with 2 outs. Swing
Great
and miss.
pitch from Sophia Roussel there.
Is that a 2-2 count?
2-2.
2-2 and 2. Deuce is wild.
I might throw another high bro.
The pitch and just a bit high.
That makes our count full. You know, I just got a text from our principal, Mr. McBride, asking for score update. I probably should have told him he could be watching the live feed on GTV, but I just gave it to him anyways. It is 3-1 Goffstown right now. Nice piece of
swing and-
hitting
oh.
just over the second baseman's head. That's going to score a run. Runners in at third and at second. So now we've got a 3-2 ball game. Timeout on the field. We're going to have a little chat with the defense.
What do we got? Runners on the corners, right?
Runners are on second and
and
third with 2 outs. You know, settle the nerves down a little bit here, right? You've been executing well enough all day. Yeah, you've made mistakes, but you fought through them, right? But you're in a pinch here. You got to make this out.
Now batting for the Blackbirds, Andrea Pearsall.
The pitcher. And she has a pretty good bat.
The pitcher for Keene up now, Andrea Pearsall. The pitch and called strike.
Strike 1. 0-1 count. Sophia Roussel looks in for the pitch.
Big swing.
Great job by the center fielder, Argazone. Catches that on the run for out number 3. Saves the inning. Goffstown maintains the lead.
That is great athleticism from Ari Garzone running all that way to catch that ball to end this inning.
Huge
that was
play.
huge. That was
Huge
huge.
play.
All right, let's get a run
So we're
back
looking
now.
now at the bottom of the 5th inning, 3-2 for the Grizzlies in the lead.
Boy, they haven't lost a conference.
That's what?
The Blues having several conferences.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, lady.
And again, their customary between innings conversation, all about focusing on what you can control, maintaining positive attitudes, and playing your own game. Let's see how the Grizzlies execute in the bottom half of this 5th inning.
Ari.
Leading off this inning, Ari Garzone, I think.
It is. So Leading off after making that great position out to end the top of the 5th. What a lucky spot to be in, right?
Yeah, if you're Goffstown, you're definitely looking to put points up here.
Mm-hmm.
A little cushion going into the last inning.
It's nice that you got the top of the lineup in right now, too.
For sure.
The question is, can Ari make a great defensive play and follow it up with an amazing offensive play? I think she can. Nice little senior leadership we got going on here. So you're looking at Ari Gerzone followed by Jocelyn O'Mara, and then Dana Still will be our 3rd batter of the inning.
Really up high in the box here.
Mm.
Here comes the pitch.
Shows bunt, low pitch, called ball 1. Count is 1-0. No outs.
Big swing. And
Foul tipped on the roof again.
lost it to the roof.
There's a lot of balls up there.
We have a 1-1 count for Ari Gerzone and the bottom of the 5th inning. Shows bunt.
Bunt down the first
right
base
down the
line,
line.
and
Good play.
called out.
Great job by the first baseman and second baseman for Keene there. Makes that look routine, but it's anything but.
Now batting for the Grizzlies,
Jocelyn O'Mara with an interesting choice of walk-up song.
I think she had a great hit last inning, or 2 innings ago.
Yeah, last time up. Yep.
Yeah.
Another stellar athlete, right? She plays basketball in the winter, softball year-round. Hard to get her on the basketball court sometimes. She's too busy with softball, I'll be honest with you.
Another really open stance.
Yep.
Big
Ooh,
swing.
Foul ball. I think
And
she was aiming for the mule there.
on the roof again.
Big roof.
We have an 0-1 count after that first foul ball.
Pitch number 2.
Oh, where are you swinging at?
Swing and a miss on the off-speed stuff. Great job by the pitcher to change that up.
That was a golf swing.
0-2 count for Jocelyn O'Mara. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning with 1 out.
2 strikes now.
Ooh, called ball. Looked a little too close for comfort for me. 1-2 count. O'Mara looks into the pitcher. Pitcher's ready to throw. Here we go.
And down the third base line.
It's
Picked
gonna
up
go
foul.
Foul.
Staying alive, though.
No effect on the count since she already 2 strikes. We'll do it again. 1-2. O'Mara's in the box. Open stance, but not in the front of the box, huh?
Again, big swing.
Drive right over the middle into the pitcher. Pitcher fields that cleanly. Out at first. Great job by the pitcher there, hitting that off the leg and able to pick that up without thinking twice about it.
Yeah, great play from Andrea Pearsall there, the pitcher for Keene. Blocking it with the shin and throws to first.
Yep.
leading off for the Grizzlies. I'm sorry, not leading off. Now
We
batting
have,
for the Grizzlies, Dana Still.
2 outs for Dana Still here.
See
Again,
if she can
had
get
that
something
sac- She had
going.
that big sacrifice fly last time, right? Someone said she might hit a home run. She didn't quite. Let's see if she can try again.
She's definitely one of the bigger hitters in on this team.
Oh,
Check swing.
check swing, foul tip. 0-1 count. Yeah, she's looking for the home run though, huh?
Definitely.
She wants it.
Big swing.
Line
and-
drive
Oh.
right at the left fielder. Great catch by the left fielder. That ends our inning.
Amazing catch from Elise Pratt there. Down to her knees to catch that one.
Hard hit.
Very hard hit from Dana Still. And that's going to bring us to the final inning of this game. Goffstown leading 3-2.
Top of the 6th. Close game. Still anybody's ball game. Got to focus. Got to lock in. Got to get the best play out of your game so far. It's nice to see.
It is.
Called strike one.
In the box right now, Alexis Yardley, number 6, batting 7th for Keene.
Swing and a miss. Strike two. 0-2 counts for our
We need to
leadoff
get
hitter.
this is the bottom of the order, so.
Go get the first one. Who wants it? Who wants it?
Face off, here we go.
Strike three. Swinging.
399.
Sophia Roussel is at strikeout 399 for her career with that one.
So is that
One more will do it.
Hey, expect same here. Expect same. Hey.
Now up Elise Pratt, number 2, batting 8 for Keene.
Shows bunt.
Pitch.
Called strike. I'm not sure if that was a foul tip or not, or if she just showed and went. 0-1 count.
2 more outs, and Goffstown will get out of this game.
Come on, so.
Corners are in, waiting for bunt. Swing and a miss, strike two. 0-2 count. Here in the top of the 6th inning.
One more strike here, and Sophie Roussel will hit that milestone. There it is.
There it is. That's her 400th career strikeout. That's impressive.
Very impressive. Good for her.
With that strikeout, Sophie Roussel now has 300 for a high school career. I can't count, it's 400. Now batting for Keene, Bree Bell.
Bree Bell steps in here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th.
Hey, let's go.
Sophie Roussel looks in, winds up, delivers a low inside ball, 1. A 1-0 count here in the top of the 6th.
Hey, got play. What do you say here? Come on, Grace. Who wants the third one? Let's hit.
All right. Batter steps in, pitcher's ready. Here we go.
Just a bit outside.
All away.
Hey, got one.
Swing and a miss. We have a 1-2 count.
See what Sophie Roussel can do here. And just a bit high.
It's okay. 2-2 count.
Yep.
Still where you want to be. You're not behind. Put all the pressure on the batter here. Oh, we have 3-1 count.
Yeah.
All right.
And Keene will have their first runner on base this inning.
And we are at number 1. Is that Kaylee?
I think that's
Percoco
Kaylee
again?
Percoco. Top of
Somebody's
the order.
Changing the numbers here on us. I'm not sure who it is. All right. 2 outs. Top of the 6th.
You're gonna.
Called strike 1. You know, I think now you just throw your best stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't play around. Just get it done.
Just trying to get out of this game.
Ooh, foul tipped.
That one could get a car there.
0-2 count. Luckily, hopefully you're not parking back there, because I don't think there's a parking spot there. I think you'd be parked illegally.
My car's over there, so I hope it's not going to go that far.
We have an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing.
Right down.
Ground ball between a short and third. We've got 2 on with 2 out.
Runners on first and second for Keene. Batting now Lexi Lando.
Nope, we're now at the
Now
top of the
batting for the
order.
back row, Kaylee Percoco.
Now we're at the top of the order with Kaylee Percoco.
Make it make sense to us.
I don't know.
Top of the order.
Kaylee Percoco takes ball 1. We have a 1-0 count. Runners on first and second.
Come on, Grizz, let's go, bub.
2 down. Here's our pitch. Swing, and it's going to be an
foul.
foul ball. Just out of play. I might have been a little too early to call that one out of play.
D's going over.
Look at that athleticism from our right fielder.
I hope somebody. I hope somebody got a picture of that.
Ari.
Count is 1-1 here in the 6th inning.
Winds up now and right down the third
So
base
they're
line.
Third. And the out is
And
made.
that'll be the game. Goffstown will advance here.
Well, we need to run now because they got the
Seven.
middle of their order coming up.
Oh, they play 7.
There's 2, 3, and 4 for them coming up, so we need to get a couple of runs here.
All right, at the bottom of the 6th.
Oh, that's
Tight
right.
game here.
All right, who the hell is the last one up?
So pardon me there. There's 7 innings, not 6. This one's not over yet.
Yeah, still a long way to go, right? It's a 1-run game.
Yeah.
You really don't want to go into the top of the 7th with only 1-run lead. So really right now, can you put some bats together? Can you get some base hits, make the small ones happen, right? You're not gonna extend that lead with home runs. Oh, you could, but like hit some singles, right? Move the runners over. Make the small game work out for you. Whether it's bunting, whether it's stealing base, you just want to move those runners around, get 1 or 2 safety runs here. A little bit of insurance. Sophie Roussel is going to lead off for us, so the pitcher gets her chance in the batter's box.
Leading off for the Grizzlies, Sophie Roussel.
After Sophie Roussel, we're going to see Emma LeClaire and Casey Rivard here to start our bottom of the 6th inning.
Oh, that's right too. Dana lined out. Lined out the left field.
Sophie Roussel steps into the box. Pitcher is ready. Call ball low. 1-0 count. Bottom of the 6th. No outs.
Here we go, Soph.
Swing on a foul ball. Out of play.
Almost got the
Aim
foul
it for
back.
the mule. 1-1 count.
Here we go, Soph. Here we go.
Hey, you're due, kid, get into one.
Protect the plate. Just drive it. Doesn't have to be out of the ballpark.
Right in between.
Ooh.
Picked up by the shortstop.
Playing deep and
Great
makes that
throw.
What a job.
Nice play by the shortstop.
Way to make that play off her back heel.
Yeah, great play from Lexi Lando there.
Next up for the Grizzlies, Emma LeClaire.
Yep, now up number 10, Emma LeClaire. Let's see what the sophomore can do here.
Pitcher looks in, looks ready, and here's the delivery. Foul ball.
And that one is lost to the roof. One of many.
If you had to take a guess at how many balls are on that roof, what would you think?
I
Over or
would
under 100?
say, I'd say over.
Do you think they clear them off?
No, not till the end of the season. Oh, big hit.
Big hit.
Left field and caught.
High fly ball.
That one's caught by
Now batting for the
Elise Pratt.
Casey Rivard.
So now we're getting 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Really would like to get 1 more run here if you could. Just give yourself a little bit of insurance. We have Casey Rivard batting with 2 outs. Swing and a line drive.
Get down
in the
and
gap,
off of the fence.
wall, and a long single.
She'll stay one there.
Hit that too hard.
Okay, Casey.
And now you're looking at Addie Grzone batting.
Now batting for the Grizzlies, Addie Grzone.
You know, her walk-up song is just pressure, so she's in that situation right now. Here's the pitch. Swing,
And
it's
it
gonna
will
fall
get
in.
down.
Oh, an error on the field there. Can we turn the corner? It's going to be close.
Sliding it home and called safe.
Great job sliding there. Nice piece of hitting. Great base running all around.
Yeah, that is great base running from Casey Rivard.
That adds a run to the Grizzlies. That's the insurance run they needed. They're now up 4-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning with 2 outs.
Mike's side is that? No.
Yep, up now, Sophia Derry.
Sophia Derry.
Express yourself.
Runners on second. 4-2 score. 2 outs.
Base hits, another run, right?
It is.
Called ball. We have an 0-1 count. I mean, a 1-0 count. I know how this game works.
Close enough.
So, wing and a foul tip. 1-1 count.
Just try it.
Right up
Right.
the middle. We're going to look to see it play at the plates.
And
we're 6
safe.
standing up, and Sophia Derry gets to second base. Another insurance run.
Girl.
We're looking at a 5-2 Goffstown lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Addie Grzone scoring the 5th run. Great hit from Sophia Derry. Meeting at the mound now for Keene.
Our next batter is going to be Brooke LeClaire.
It
All
will.
right, there's another one out there, Brookie. Bring it
So
home.
you've got 2 LeClaire sisters and a LeClaire dad. You got 3 Grzone sisters and a Grzone dad.
Wow.
And the 2 dads are both named Tim. I don't believe in coincidences. Swing.
Right in between
And
the second
gap.
baseman
Hold
and
on.
first base.
Looking at home, safe, and we got a second. Another base hit.
RBI double for
Bottom
Brooke
of the order
LeClaire.
is coming through.
We're looking at
6-2
a
game
score
now.
of 6-2
That's the
Goffstown.
bottom of the order, hitting the ball.
You know, we had said coming into this they needed a little bit of insurance run.
They did.
They must have listened to us. Maybe they got the broadcast on down there.
And when they get hot, they get hot. Lost to the
Oh, it
roof.
didn't quite make the courtyard.
Another ball on the roof.
Well, our
0-1
softball-
counter
our
for that foul
softball
tip.
budget is overextended now.
Runner on second.
I'll give
Ari
him some
Grzone
money to
in the box. Low pitch swings through, foul ball.
0-2
Second
count.
strike.
buy. Slow ball. Okay.
Pitcher looks in, batter's ready. Swing and a foul tip. Count remains 0-2.
Staying alive.
Wind's picking up a little bit if you look at the flag out there. Earlier today, there was no flag moving. Now we got a little bit of a right to left wind. Not sure that helps anybody.
Hit foul again.
Count remains 0-2. Swing and another foul ball. And another roof ball. That must be roof ball number 3,725 of the game.
It's at least number 15 today.
Red center. Ooh, that,
Low pitch.
It's down in the dirt, and
hey, come on over.
Runner takes
Brooke
third on the
LeClaire will
fastball.
take third base.
We're now looking at a 1-2 count for Ari Grzone. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th.
Base hit, scores another one here. And
Oh, through the shortstop. There's another run. I think I'd call that a hit. I don't think I'd call it
I
there.
would definitely give it a hit.
yeah, RBI single from Ari Grzone. That'll
We're
make it
looking at
7-2.
7-2. What an inning here for the Grizzlies.
Now batting for Joshua Romero. know he died.
Still concerned about Jocelyn's choice of walk-up song. Jocelyn O'Meara is in the box, by the way.
And right in the gap.
Gap. What a hit. Put on a clinic this inning.
That's what, her second or third here? Okay, Dana, let's keep it rocking. Let's keep it rocking.
Dana's still going for that, looking for that home run hit. Let's see if it happens this time.
Next up for the Grizzlies, Dana Still.
Who hit a line shot that was snared by the left field.
Dana's got a runner on second and first. Big swing, looking foul.
Down swing.
Out of play. Strike one. Just a long strike one. 0-1 count for Dana still.
Here we go, Dana. Here we go, D. Wow.
Called ball. Might have been low.
Ball.
We have a 1-1 count for Dana. Here's the pitch. Ooh. Swing. Got a piece of it.
Ah, she's swinging for the fence. She is.
Yeah, you can tell she wants the home run.
What she got, 4 this year? At least.
We're at a 1-2 count for Dana still. Low. Ball 2. All right. Deuce is wild. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch comes.
Big swing, foul tip.
Just a little piece of it.
Yeah, barely got a piece of that one.
Hit that off the top of the bat.
What game?
Dana Stills in the box. Pitcher is ready. Here we go.
Big rip, foul ball.
Oh, she's forcing the pitcher to make some pitches.
Here we go, D.
Count remains 2-2. Dana still is ready to receive the pitch. Pitcher throws.
Check swing.
Called third ball. We have a full count with 2 outs. Runners on first, second. The runners should be going on the pitch.
A basketball. I keep having to say that.
Here we go.
And
Ball
that
on
one's
the
on the roof.
Man, we are way over budget on that. Maybe we should take a donation.
We need a roof raker.
All right, with a full count. Here we go.
Ooh, foul tip.
Off the umpire's helmet. Why don't we take a break to let him get a little bit of a recovery on that one?
Dana's forced this pitcher here, Andrea Pearsall, to throw like, I don't know, at least 9 pitches.
Yeah.
Just this
I
count.
mean, full count, there's 5, right? Plus, there's got to be, since she's had 2 strikes, there's got to be at least 5 foul balls.
Yeah.
Ball
And she'll
4,
take
the
her
bases
base.
are loaded for Sophie herself. So the pitcher gets the bases juiced. See if she can give herself a little extra help here.
That was a hell of a bat by D.
And we are ready for that pitch. Up. Batter calls time. Never mind. Here's the delivery. Called ball. The dugout seems to be confident about the outcome of this at-bat. I'm not entirely sure.
Here's the pitch.
Inside.
And
We're going to see a run score on
Eric
that
Zone will
fastball,
score there.
and all runners move up 1. So now we have runners on second and third with a 2-0 count here in the 6th
I
inning.
think that moves that to 8-2. It's 5 runs this inning.
I'll take a 3-1 ball. I'm not greedy.
Big
Ooh,
hit into
hard
right
fly ball
field
to
and
right field.
caught.
Great job by the right fielder there to end the damage.
2. Picked up 5, right? That's what I'm showing you.
That's why.
So we move to the top of the 7th inning.
Thank you, dear.
Score is now 9-2. Is that correct?
I think 8.
8-2. So somebody just doesn't know how to operate a scoreboard over here.
It'd be nice if the scoreboard was working.
Well, it would still be my fault. So let's not even talk about that.
Now I can breathe easier.
Yeah.
So that was great bottom half of that 6th inning. Goffstown got themselves a little bit of a breathing room
Insurance
here.
runs there.
Yeah, because it was tight there for 5.5.
Very tight.
You know, you don't want to go into the top of the 7th inning with only a 1-run
We
game.
only
So
beat them 7-1 last week, and it wasn't easy.
nice to see some runs go up on the board there.
Absolutely.
It was really like play all around. It wasn't any one player, right? They're all
Yeah.
contributing, which is nice to see. Sophia Roussel is warming up for their 7th inning pitching today. See if she can go complete game. She wants to pitch 7 and not 6.
We're going to have 2, 3, 4 here.
So we're going to see
We have Lounder.
Yeah, Lexi Lounder, Maddie Testo, and Ashlyn Clay.
those are
All
some
good
of-
hitters for
Yeah,
Keene.
Keene's
Can't
best
back
batters
down,
here.
We can't take it easy.
So, you know, there's still a ball game to play. Despite what your bottom half of the inning looked like, you got to come and focus, finish this out strong.
I'd much rather be up 8-2 than 3-2.
All right, Grizzlies looking to close this one out. Let's see what we can do.
Leading off for the Blackbirds, Lexi Lounder.
Lexi Lander steps into the box. Sophie Roussel's in the circle. Looking in for the pitch. Likes what she sees. And we're ready to deliver. Swing and a foul ball. Strike 1. Lounder's ready for pitch number 2. Sophie Roussel ready to deliver. Here we go. Called ball. Inside, maybe a little low. 1-1 count. Ooh, throwing the dirt.
Am I embarrassed or what? I should talk.
Oof.
That's happened to me in the past.
It's a tough one. You know when you got a pitcher throwing heat all day.
And you see the off speed.
Yeah, it's you're not ready for it.
No, it throws you off.
We got a 1-2 count.
And down and
Great,
ooh, tough bounce.
pop. Great job.
Great fielding by Brooke LeClaire to see that one.
First out of the inning. That could have been easily going to right center field there. So
Absolutely.
whoever's
awareness.
maintaining this field might need to do a better job.
Now batting for the Blackbirds, Maddie Testo.
We're at 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning.
Up now, number 7, Maddie Testo.
Called strike 1 off the outside corner. We have an 0-1 count here. Sophie Roussel looks in. Here's the pitch. A little bit outside. 1-1 count. Called ball 2. Got to stop playing off the outside corner here, huh?
Don't back off now.
We
More
have
outs and you can get
a
it.
2-1 count.
Here's the pitch. Swing, foul ball.
It evens us up to 2-2 count. Let's see what sign we get. Are you going off speed? Are you going heater? Here comes the late bus.
And
Oh,
down the first base
little
line.
rubber down the first base. Ooh, with a glove only. Not in time. Runner safe. Great job by that Keene runner. Who was at number 7? Maddie Testo.
Third batter of the inning now, Ashlyn Clay. Goffstown needs 2 more outs to get out of this one.
Ashlyn Clay.
Maybe a little double play here. See if we can force a ground ball to
That
the
would be
right side of
nice.
the field.
She's got a good bat. She hits to the right side also.
Oh,
Down the first base line.
take the
picked
easy
up
one. I like that
and-
idea.
That's the way, Riley. Take
You know,
the
one
out, let the
give.
runner
I'd
go.
even give up a run in that case, right? You
Yeah.
got plenty to give
Oh,
up.
yeah.
That's why you got all that insurance.
Yeah, great play by Riley Boucher there.
Yeah, I love that. We're now at 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Runner at second base.
Batting for the Blackbirds,
And
Andrea Pessel.
Andrea Purcell, the pitcher, is in the batter's box for Keene.
Ari, okay.
Swing and a miss. Strike one with a heater. Roussel looks in. Here's the delivery.
And foul ball.
A little bit off speed on that one. She's ready for that fastball, and Soap's not going to give it to her. 0-2 count. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Payoff pitch.
Ooh, foul tip.
Great job by Pearsall there, keeping herself alive. Pearsall steps in, ready for the delivery. Roussel's ready to deliver. Here we go.
And
Nice piece of
God.
hitting, but right at the third baseman. That'll do it. Goss
Great
Grizzlies with the 8-2 victory.
They'll be moving on.
Impressive game. Impressive game for the Grizzlies. Great job by Keene. It was really just 1/2 inning that separated them in this game.
Yeah.
So great work all together. Thank you, fans, for watching.
And thank
We
you
hope
guys for
we-
tuning in to GTV.
We hope we entertained you enough. We're signing off. I am Nate Bracy, joined by.
Owen St. Ange.
Take care and have a great day.